welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This is game 2 between Tarpman and Sugo. Upper left hand corner we got Tarpman starting as the red Zerg. Bottom right hand corner we got Sugo, who I think is on Team Nas. Don't quote me on that. I have to check here in the background. Yeah, Sugo, one of the, honestly, a great contributor to any team that would have him. This is going to be on Neo Dark Origin. It's one of those maps that I'm not going to say is like outright, oh, Zerg always wins on this map. I do feel like it is slightly Zerg favored. And so we'll see if Tarpman, let's go. Okay, I'm going to color swap just because I forgot to double check what the colors were before I did the tab shift. So now we're going to go bottom right hand corner, blue Sugo, upper left hand corner, yellow Tarpman, just because I like that. Anyway, Neo Dark Origin. Just as a general review, you got that nearby third and the bridge line. So it's easy to get 3 bases and easy to defend for Protoss. And usually that's a problem for Zerg. But because of this bridge line and a potential high, basically it just kind of extends where you can maybe seal things out and leads to more interesting mid-game macro plays, in my opinion. So that being said though, game 1, Sugo did such a fantastic job with his unit positioning and just being all around the map. Maybe he can do something similar here. I feel like there's a little bit less room. Citadel's so gigantic and open, and I think that makes it a little bit harder for Zerg to kind of track down what's going on mid-map. So maybe that will be a little bit of less of an advantage. One thing I want to say for Tarpman is his macro has been fantastic. He's really, it feels like he's put himself in really good drone situations in the mid game, but he's missing the step on the brake portion of it to really accelerate the unit composition, it looks like, at some point. I'm not sure what the barrier is there. I've noticed there's a lot of good Zerg where that ends up being the case. I feel like Erdman has that issue, and I'm wondering if that's just a feature of Zerg altogether, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm wondering how the pro Zergs manage to sneak across it. Maybe I'll keep a closer eye on Hero in the meantime. Tarpman. Too many Mons out there. Tarpman, looks like there's a pylon cancellation. There is going to be a third base dropped. And I think Sugo walking in, seeing the lack of gas, is going to now recognize that it's a 3 hatchery play, some Zerglings being produced. Might have an opportunity to do some additional disruption of that natural expansion. Zealot starting to march its way out. That Overlord does in fact see that Zealot incoming. So looks like it is going to be 6 Zerglings to start. And Sugo, again, is he going to hang around? Yeah, he's going to go ahead and hang around to try to disrupt that additional base. But is he going to make the Zealot? Yeah, okay, never mind. He's going to march that Zealot out to the 3rd to go ahead and first of all check that location to make sure it's not one base play, to make absolutely sure. Going to go ahead and back out, but did create a good amount of disruption there. But the Zealot now kind of pocketed here where it can maybe create some chaos. I wonder if it's going to hold and wait. So it's sitting in the darkness right here. Now it's revealed itself. That is checked across that base. Is he just going to position behind the mineral lines? The next question. That's a lot of Zerglings. And Tarpman, if he makes a dive to the north, is going to get the cutoff route. Almost got the cutoff route. And so now Sugo able to do the Zealot things. I'm going to get probably maximum value. Ooh, another step back. So at least able to get the 3 Zerglings that he was after. But Zealot, second Zealot in a probe while I was in the dark, not checking my mini-map. Gonna go ahead and march into the main and might get some additional damage done. Also the drones, a little bit delayed getting into that gas, so gonna force some more Zerglings out here at the main, and just Sugo putting on a harass Zerg clinic, forcing a drone drill. The drone's actually gonna go ahead and make the way potentially the natural expansion. Never mind, the natural expansion's not up, so he doesn't even have the option to just make his way that direction. So a lot of economic damage. A probe getting a vicious kill right there, and the Zealot holding. Tarpman now moving that Overlord forward, cannon warping in, and Nexus, but Tarpman getting caught very off guard, and that Overlord still in hit range. 2 more Zealots and another probe making the way out. And the Zealot just doing a really good job of being frustrating. Zergling speed being upgraded, maybe out of necessity here from Tarpman, because Sugo's really making this frustrating right now. Overlord pinned over that main, gonna go ahead and see the gas timing at the very least. But so we got a pot. This is a lot of Zerglings here to start. So we got a pocket of Zerglings there. This Zealot's been heavily damaged. So is he gonna kill that Zergling? Still gonna be able to sit there, and these Zerglings are gonna allow that shield to recharge as well. The 2 Zealots and the probe working on that 3rd, also getting a good look at the drone saturation. Oh man, 2 Zerglings losing lives. They are able to get the surround otherwise. And Tarpman a little bit over microing. I think this is tournament nerves as well. So over microing a little bit, and as a result, losing more Zerglings than he potentially needed to in that exchange as well. The probe gun exchange, but that was a lot of disruption of mining time. We've got a very anemic 12 workers right here for Tarpman versus the 24, double the economy. Opposite side, +1 weapons queued up. There is Zergling speed though. Hydrostent, oh man, and this is gonna turn into, we'll see if this turns into a 973 or just a general Hydra bust. So we have the 9 drones here at the main. Sugo spots it. We've got the 1 drone here, and this is going to be kind of a, so we got the 18 workers overall. I think he saw everything, so he's going to know that the cannons need to get dropped, and I think this is going to be a all-in response from Tarpman after all that just fantastic harassment from Sugo here at the start. I appreciate Sugo, but I hate to see it for Tarpman because I wanted to see that guy go deeper. But we got a Citadel of Adun queued up, 2 additional gateways. That was honestly a little bit risky on Sugo's part. Maybe he recognized he did enough economic damage that it was going to be, if there was a attack of Hydralisk, it was going to have to be delayed regardless. So we got 4. So let's get the count. Let's get the raw count of the drones here. So we got 6, so not quite 7. So we got 7. Is Tarpman gonna go for a continued economic play? Okay, dropping a creep colony, interestingly enough, on the front, because the Zealots making their way out, the Zerglings sprinting their way back as well, and a second creep colony. Wow, Tarpman like in full emergency mode in the space of all this because of all that economic disruption early. Sugo feeling confident enough to field the Zealots, and the thing is Sugo doesn't even need to commit with these Zealots. He doesn't need to do anything with them. He's already cost 2 drones in the space of this, and if there was going to be again a 973-ish all-in Hydralisk maneuver in the space of this, that's delayed it all the further as far as and if Tarpman was looking to do an economic recovery, again further delayed. So 4th hatchery dropped off the Hydralisk den. Sugo pulling off the Zealots there at the 3 o'clock location. We do have some preventative cannons down, but you'll notice it's 4, it's not 5 or 6 as far as an over dedication. So Sugo getting a pretty good grasp of the situation, moving out that worker as well to go ahead and check out what's going on in the field, and doing some, again, man, fantastic jukes. Well, as I say that, he dies. Some decent jukes given the situation. At least there's an Overlord over the 3rd to spot that isn't up. In the meantime, Gateway Flood Templar. So we're going for 4 gateways, so 5 gateways total with a Templar Archives underneath. Tarpman down 20 supply, down on the worker count, does have that 3rd up and operational, and it looks like he's just going to try to SimCity his way out of this. The Zealots with their leg speed and +1 weapons starting to make their way forward. There is a good clump of Hydralisks right there, but I don't see sufficient Hydralisks to go ahead and defend the opposite location. Sugo gonna walk through, get this around on both the Sunken Colony and the Hydralisks, however, and that Sunken Colony getting absolutely wrecked very, very rapidly. So not a strong enough SimCity to stop this assault. And it looks like these Hydralisks also not microing their way out of it, so they're gonna get wiped out. And now you've got at least 4 semi-healthy Zealots forcing out additional workers. Might even get some drone kills here at the natural expansion. No second gas, by the way, out there and a nice split to create some additional havoc. At least these Zealots got cleaned up fairly quickly and efficiently. But yeah, the Zealots just absolutely creating chaos. The Zealot was taken care of there. But more economic disruption for Tarpman as Sugo is surging ahead. And yeah, I think that is going to be game, because this is just a little bit too much. Zerg, you really need that steady economic play to get into the mid game and be in a solid situation there. And right now, Tarpman, yeah, gonna call it right there. Just too much economy in shambles is right from Twitch chat. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sugo just putting on an anti-Zerg clinic. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for listening. Subscribe, not to me, but just to do the weird thing there. Thanks for listening.